Good evening. Welcome to Season 8 finale for Michelletalks. As always, I'm grateful. It's bittersweet each and every time I say my goodbyes to each season. This is no different than the rest. Or rests. I applaud you, my viewers, first and foremost, for being there with me since day one. I have a grateful heart because of that alone. Allow me, and let me start by saying thank you. Once again, for all the love this season 8. Last episode, we talk about cutting your losses. This season, we also covered moving on and moving forward. Heartaches, heartbreaks, just to name a few. I'm still trying to recollect what we talked about last week, but maybe, hopefully, I can remember that before the end of the show for this season. Bear with me. Bear with me. That's exactly what I wanna talk about this final show for season 8, episode 5. I want to talk about healing. Not necessarily get into too much or be involved in somebody's cases, But personally, for whatever reason that may be, for me, healing is a process you must go through in order for you to feel sane. In that particular segment, situations, and so forth, you may face with when you're not at your 100%, when you're not ready to heal, when you don't even know what that means, and so forth. Healing to me doesn't mean you'd be healed overnight either. It's like being active, physically active, and you still don't have the particular abs of your dreams. Although you had day one, still doesn't feel like you're being acknowledged in some instances. Healing is an intimate part or parts of your life you choose to do despite of, regardless, irregardless, or a combination of thereof. It has nothing to do with the outside, but within. And some people wouldn't dare or choose to even bother. Some people try and fail and so forth. Your day one to some, you get the idea. And in addition, I wouldn't recommend healing personally to some. Maybe they need to be a Karen, for example. Maybe they need to be at their worst in order for them to survive a day or a situation. For them, it's normal. So of course, you cannot expect everybody around you to choose that. Regardless if you feel like you've done a lot of healing either, doesn't mean it just simply doesn't mean that it's linear either, that you feel happy at all times. Let's face it, not every day is a happy day. Not every day is a holiday to some. We are more than halfway our finale this eighth season. I will remain with a grateful heart as always for those of you that's been there since day one, day two, or what have you. Um, eh, it doesn't feel like it's been that long some days, but maybe that's how it's supposed to be regardless. You choose to heal at some point. So I say we'd relax. I am not sure when we will have season 9, but we will. As always, I need to personally, I need to reset and not be on social media. That's why I cannot commit to be there live every day, or I can do per season, and sometimes I can do more, and sometimes, we all need a break, no matter how much you love what you're doing, personally and professionally, or in general. Healing doesn't require contradictory to many perspective. I don't believe that healing should be something you should do just because you're bored. It's not either an option because you have somebody influencing you on that. It should come naturally to you. If not, it's okay. Not everybody needs to heal anyway. Regardless, I would still think you're an amazing person. Feel that you tried, done your best. as I've said earlier, healing doesn't require for people to recognize that out of you. You don't need to tell people that you're healing or you're starting your healing process and what have you in between. You can be a bitch about your day and still feel like you're healing in some ways. You can still be a Karen and take a break from that. Mind you. Just to mind you. Our minds can, or we can allow our minds to work against or with us. That's your choice. At any particular given time, day, season, that may be for you. Unlike, or like every other season, we don't say our goodbyes, or perhaps I just don't say my goodbyes in a sadly manner. That doesn't mean I won't. Remember this day with a smile across my face. I hope that this season I brought you calmness, lightness, ease, and what have you. That means for you. Healing cannot happen without choosing what to be or what not to be. Either way, you should be grateful gentle about it. It's not that how far you need more to do or go through. It's not how far you've come or came along. Either way, it's, if you ask me personally, it's how you do on a daily. It's our finale. And this episode will air out this April. I'll see you again. As I've said many times in the past, I may not have no season at all. You'll see me on Instagram. Maybe it's a throwback or flashback of what we all seen. All yeah. I had good memories to look back to either way. Maybe next time or next season I'll be singing my heart out again. Regardless how much efforts you put into your healing journey, at times it feel like what the like God, like Siri type of situations. That at times you wanna like feel like to anyway kick it and scream it. That all you can do is look back on those good times. How about make more of those instead? Moving forward during your heartbreaks and when you cut your losses. We're almost done our season and our episode tonight, and I still can't remember the title for the 4th episode. I guess sometimes it's just that way for me. I love you guys, and I cannot be more grateful than I was and always have been for your likes, follows, and shares and things like that. My virtual family has been a nice ride since day one. I cannot possibly compare that feeling or journey or that particular times. Anyhow, and I'm sure glad to share that with you, regardless if I'm struggling in more ways than one. That I do feel somewhat responsible that very few people see those struggles and not very many. Or should I be grateful at the same time? Like I said, to some I look like I'm giving up, but or to some, you know, I'm a witch, a bitch, or some like that. Again, this is Michelle.Bayuga. Good night and take care. Salamat. Spasibo bolshoi. Gracias. Thank you. Merci. Shukran. Good night.